Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and this time we are here in the beautiful Armenia, a country rich in history, culture and beautiful nature, and of course a lot of Lada cars. So join me on this epic journey around Armenia. Let's go. So welcome guys, good morning from Yerevan. It's my first day today in Armenia, and today we will explore the monastery of Geghard or something like that. I'm really not sure how to pronounce it, but I know we also will visit the temple of Garni. So I think it will be an epic start of this trip in Armenia. And now let's wait for our driver and our guide. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. How
Good
are
morning.
you? How are you?
Fine.
All good? Hello, my friend. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. So let's go. Where will we go now?
So today we are going to Gata region, which is the central region of Armenia, and we will visit Geghard Monastery, after which we will go to Garni village to visit the only pagan temple in all Armenia.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go guys.
So today, as I mentioned, we are going to the central region of Armenia, and Armenia is divided into 10 regions. So Gata region is the central region of Armenia, which doesn't have any borders with our neighboring countries. And Armenia borders on Turkey, Iran, Azerbaijan and Georgia. The borders are closed with Turkey and with Azerbaijan. With Turkey because of the genocide mainly of 1915, with Azerbaijan because of the conflict of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. And of course, as a country, Armenia is an industrial and agricultural country. So the first biggest sector of our economy is industry, and second biggest sector of our economy is of course agriculture, the center of which is Arad Valley, where we are growing different types of food, fruits, vegetables, tobacco, corn and so on.
Thank you for explaining. It's very nice of you. I will leave the description below, so if you ever want to book a guide here in Yerevan, just click on the link. So a short stop on our way to the monastery. Oh look, they're selling something local here. What are those dolls?
Dolls with taras. Taras is a national costume, national garb, and this is handmade. This lady made it.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So her exhibition right now is going on in a hotel in Yerevan.
Oh, okay.
So
It's 2,000 gram, my afterward.
That's nice. That's nice. Huh, some beautiful heads as well. So, where are you taking me to?
This is Arch of Charents. Charents was a famous Armenian poet of the 20th century who that time was already expressing his thoughts in his poems. And of course, a lot of things during Soviet times, especially during Stalinism, was forbidden. That's why he was put into a prison where unfortunately he was killed. Later, after Stalinism, this arch, beautiful arch with a nice view, was put here. And,
yeah, stunning.
Yeah, and of course, why just here? As this was a favorite place of Yerevan Charents, who used to come here to admire the two peaks of Mount Ararat, and of course, create.
Yeah, and look at the writing on it.
Here
So beautiful.
words.
This
from
is the Armenian alphabet, right?
Yes, it is.
How old is it actually?
So it's in use since 405, 5th century, but they say it's much more older than we think, as Mesrop Mashtot, who created the Armenian alphabet, in reality he found our ancient scripts in the mountainous areas, and he just made, we can say, Photoshop for that time. Yeah. And again, we started to use it.
Are there any other countries that use this alphabet, or it's just Armenian?
No. So it's unique. And by the way, Armenian language belong to Indo-European language families, but again, completely separate branch.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for explaining.
Welcome.
And look at this, guys. What a view. Oh, amazing. Stunning, beautiful natural landscape. Just imagine living there in one of those houses and wake up with a view like that every single day. You can never get sick of it, right? And over there in the far you can see the capital city, that is Yerevan. Wow, that was an epic view, guys. Now let's go back to the car and go towards the monastery. Let's go.
This one, for example, is pomegranate syrup. The other is
really good.
This one is with apricot syrup. Also,
oh, thank you.
The main one is made of a mulberry syrup. So that is a typical one.
How you call this? Armenian Snickers? Or
Armenian Snickers, but it is sweet sujuk.
Oh, it's really good. Okay. Spasiba. The people are so friendly here. I just arrived here, they already give me a lot of candies. So good. It really tastes like Snickers.
So we'll start from these stones. It is Khachkar cross stone. We can even approach closer.
So these are not gravestones, right? They have some other meaning.
Standing here are not gravestones. These are the copies of those cross stones, which were unfortunately destroyed by the government of Azerbaijan in 2005-6 in Julfa, Nakhichevan, which is the exclave of Azerbaijan. But it was historically Armenian land, and there we had the biggest Armenian cemetery, and they destroyed all the cross stones, and in the same place they built a military point. So these several cross stones are the copies of those unique cross stones that we lost, unfortunately. But now I would like to tell you about the meaning of these cross stones. So originally Armenians were putting cross stones as a tombstones, and the tradition to put cross stones appeared in Armenia since the 9th century. At that time it was just a stone and a primitive cross in the middle. Later in the 11th, 13th centuries, all the decorations for the cross stones appeared. For example, this type we call embroidery work. And usually we separate cross stone into three parts. The upper part is a symbol of heavens, God. The lower part is a symbol of earth and people. And of course, cross is the bridge between God and people, which is the symbol of Jesus. So here you can see typical Armenian cross with a live tree, by the way. And this type of cross is typical Armenian one. In the very corners we have three blossoms. Three is a symbol of Holy Trinity.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you for explaining. I could never explain this myself, guys. So you're actually an official guide, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you see?
I am.
Oh, and look over there, you can see caves there.
Yeah.
How many caves are there in the area? I think a lot.
A lot, but we never counted them, so...
They're too much to count.
Right here in front, you can notice the first carved church, St. Gregory Church, carved in the 12th century. This is also the part of the monastery, but it is located out of the main fences.
So this monastery, from what year is it exactly?
So the main one is just 13th, 14th century. But before that, from the very 4th century, there were cells and of course a small chapel here.
You know a lot of people here, eh? How often you come here?
Oh, I can say that once a week.
Ah,
but
okay.
sometimes it happens that I am having an individual tours, so I can come every second day.
Ah, okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
You never get tired of it?
Never, as I come here with different people, and even I myself explore here something new each time.
So this is the monastery.
Yes, yes. So this is a big complex that includes several churches. We'll start from the main one, the active church.
This one is from 1300?
13th century, yes.
Yes,
1215, the year
Ah, okay. 1215.
of the building structure. This started in 1215, and the church is called Catholique, Saint Catholique, which means the main, the first. And the narthex vestibule was added to it 10 years after the building structure of the main church. Later, in the end of the 13th century, the Dukes Zacharians, who built the main church, sold this territory to Prosian dynasty, noble family, who started to carve the rocky part. And when Prosian started to build the first chapel, we call it Holy Spring, they found a spring that is coming from the rocks, and Armenians believe it is a holy water which can cure all the diseases.
Oh yeah, you can try the water here, right?
Sure,
Yes.
it's cool and tasty, comes from the mountains. In Armenia, actually, we never buy water. We just open the tap at the home and drink it from the tap.
Oh,
And
okay.
pay attention to this huge piece of stone. In 1975, the stone fell down from the rocks. If you'll turn, you can see it.
So the stone,
There, yeah.
so from the rocks over there,
Yeah.
this stone fell here. And what's the story behind it?
So the story is, it is a holy stone thrown by God, and the monastery is so holy that even there were a lot of people in the yard. It hurt nobody, no one. That's why we just left it as a holy stone here. And Geghard Monastery means the monastery of spear, the very spear by which Jesus was hurt when he was on a cross. And 2 apostles of Jesus, Thaddeus and Bartholomew, brought it to Armenia in the 1st century. For 500 years, the spear was kept here. Later, in the 18th century, it was moved from here to Echmiadzin Cathedral, which is the seat of our patriarch. By the way, it took 300 years to carve the rocky part of the complex.
300 years.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Oh, look at this. This is such a remarkable place, guys. We are gonna enter this holy place now. Quite dark inside.
So the stone is a local stone, basalt. Armenia is rich in a building material. And if you look up, you can see a unique style. We call it stalactite or mukarna. So Christian world took this style from the Muslim people. Sometimes it is even called the cave style. It became very popular in Armenia, mainly in the 13th century. So this is a main and active church where we are having different services. Soon we will enter, you will see how Armenian churches look like. And those both sides are the carved part already.
So now we will go to the chapel. We have a stream here.
That is the holy water.
This is the holy water.
Yes, it comes from the mountain. This is the first chapel here, carved inside the rock. This is mono rock, one piece of stone. So the master started to carve it from the top till bottom. That's why it is one piece of stone rock. So we don't have those huge bricks put on each other. But here the church is inactive. How we can realize the church is active or not? So when we look to the altar and we don't have the painting of Holy Mary with baby Jesus and we don't have curtains, it means that the church is inactive. And here in a corner we can see a writing.
Yeah, I see the writings there.
The name of the architect who built this chapel. And we have also a second floor. On the second floor the acoustics is really fantastic, and it is said that in the medieval times, because of the acoustics, it was used as a musical school.
Oh, really?
So this is another carved part. Again, the master started to carve it from the top till the bottom. But here we have unique carvings. Here we have tombstones. Here are buried members of Russian family, and not only priests and so on. We are allowed to walk on the tombstones. Armenians believe that when we are walking on the tombstones, these holy people who are buried here are taking our sins, and we are entering the main church pure. If you look up, you can see a live tree, and each of them has pomegranate on the top. So pomegranate is one of the symbols of Armenia that symbolizes the fertility.
And here you can also have some holy water, or not?
This is actually the water that comes from the mountains. So, water in Armenia is holy.
I'm thirsty.
As we are not paying for that.
Yeah, it's good water and refreshing. It's quite cold. Yeah, stunning monastery. Is it pigeons or?
No, these are special birds, like mythical birds. We call them like phoenix birds.
Oh, okay.
Not the phoenix one. Mythical birds, and of course there we have the coat of arms of Geghard Monastery, who built this church, Saint Catholic Church. There we have sundial, and of course special seismic elements, these triangle style elements, which we call nisha. They are special seismic elements. Armenian architects found a solution to protect the churches in a seismic zone. So since the 7th century we are using these seismic elements.
And on the top there, is it two, what is it actually? The two animals, they're like fighting, or?
Yes, so that is bull fighting against a lion. That is,
okay.
yeah, the symbol of Geghard Monastery.
So this was the main church, and then you see that passageway over there, and there you enter the chapel, right?
Yes. And the chapel is this piece of rock.
This rock. And there is another rock, another part of the...
This was a cell.
A cell?
Yes, as before in the ancient times, from the very 4th century, it is believed that Gregory the Illuminator, the main preacher of Christianity in Armenia, and our first Catholicos is patriarch. In Armenian it sounds like Catholicos, no connection with Catholic Church.
Yeah.
So it is believed that Gregory the Illuminator had his own cell here, and he was living here for some period in the 4th century.
Okay.
And that's why in the territory we have a lot of caves which were serving as a cell for them.
Another beautiful carving here of a cross. Now let's climb these stairs here. I wonder what will be next. It's also interesting. So here we have this small spot where we can have a view on the monastery. Unfortunately, like you see here, they're restoring the place. So not the most prettiest view, but at least we have good weather. But it's truly a fascinating place. Wow. Another small chapel here, but unfortunately it's closed. I see you did some graffiti there. Why would you do that? And here we also have another hallway. Yeah. Now let's get back down. Look at that, guys. A beautiful stone bridge over the river. Yeah, it's a really nice spot. On the bridge now, guys. Nice view. Beautiful nature. Over there we have a restroom as well, in case you feel the need because of the running water, you know. So I guess this was it then for the visit to the monastery. Yeah. Oh, it's okay, no problem.
So, by the way, these are the, I wanted to tell you, that's why, these are the rooms where the priests are staying. Of course, in Armenia we don't have a lot of active monasteries, but in some spots, in some places, there are still monks who are staying in the territory of the monastery.
And they live here in those buildings?
Yes, yes. So they have their separate bakery.
Oh, they have their own bakery?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, like a kitchen, not bakery,
Ah,
where
okay.
they are preparing, sorry. So where they are preparing everything, and there are different workers. There were also like souvenir shop, on all this income of the candle souvenir shop. Even if you have noticed, there were bees in the territory.
Yes, I noticed.
Yeah, so all the income is going to the church, of course. Now we'll go down to taste Gata.
Yeah, we'll try Gata.
Armenian pastry, sweet bread.
I look forward to that one. Like you see, I love to eat, so.
Oh, this is that sweet Gata.
Very good.
It looks nice.
It's written Geghard here. They have both with nuts. The filling is mainly made of sugar and butter.
Yeah.
Some people also add nuts. So here they have both, with only sugar butter and sugar butter nuts.
And which one you think is the best?
I think with the nuts.
Okay.
So you want with nuts or without?
With nuts, yeah.
This whole is 2,000.
We already tried the Armenian Snickers, which was really good. So now we're gonna try the Gata. Thank you. Spasiba. Let's try it. It's actually quite good. You would think it would be dry if you see the bread, but it's actually
soft,
really
yeah.
good. I love Armenian food. I for sure have to try shazlik as well. So let's go to our next destination, guys. So we arrived at our next destination, guys. The beautiful Symphony of Stones. Look at this. It looks a little bit like the ones they have in Iceland, right? So this was the entry price?
Yeah, it's $50.
Yeah, half a dollar.
50 cents.
50 cents to entrance. Yeah. Not much. Wow.
So this place we call Symphony of Stones because of this beauty. When you look, it seems that it is a musical instrument organ. That's why Armenians are calling it Symphony of Stones. This is a natural monument formed during the earthquake. When lava meets the water, it freezes and stay like this. So it is said that a million years ago even there was a water here, and of course the eruption of a volcano, and this is how this place was formed.
It's like the biggest pipe organ I ever saw in my life. But maybe a stupid question, makes it music as well?
No.
Because sometimes it can happen that because of some wind it can make some noise.
No. For example, in
okay.
Armenia, in the southern part of Armenia, we have the ancient observatory called Karahunj, and there we have huge basaltic stones with the holes on the top, and Karahunj means like the sound of a stone. Because of the wind, because of those holes, sometimes it whistles.
But this one doesn't whistle.
Yeah, this
okay.
one, unfortunately.
Okay. You need to be careful here, I see.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna walk too close over there, so I'm gonna move a little bit to this side. And we even have a train here. In case you don't like to walk, but I like to walk, so...
Yeah, this is for lazy bones.
Or maybe for older people.
It's not a long walk, so... I want to take you to a very place from where we can see the temple.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's nice. And look over there, guys, we have the Armenian flag proudly standing on top of the rocks. And here, the Symphony of Stones. And everywhere you see these horses here. So people can ride them.
Yeah, this is a business.
Yeah, I know.
People are paying money.
But it's so sad because they're just standing here at the side,
Yeah.
not even have something to drink or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like when people are using the animals for their business, but what
yeah.
to do, it's
Yeah.
everywhere. And now,
Oh my
magic!
God. Yeah, I see.
Please.
The Temple of Garni. Wow, incredible. Wow, look at that. Such a beautiful spot. I'm gonna make some pictures now for my Instagram so you can check it out here. So a really beautiful area, guys. And now we are going back to our car. Look at the other side. Also these beautiful rock formations. Yeah, awesome place. I can't say it enough. Yeah, guys, what a beautiful place that was. Whew, it's getting quite hot here, to be honest. So now we will go to the Garni Temple. It seems to be a really beautiful place. So let's check it out, shall we? Cheers, guys. And just like that, we are here at the Garni Temple. Look at this, how crowded it is, incredible. At the monastery this morning there were way less people, but it seems quite busy here. It is a public holiday in Armenia today, so maybe that's why. So let's wait here and buy our tickets. Okay guys, we are here, we got our ticket. It was 1,500 dirham at this time, which is around, what, €3? Something like that?
Yeah, yes.
So not expensive at all. And it seems a quite popular place here.
It is.
A lot of visitors today. And look at this stone. Look at the inscriptions.
The birth certificate of Garni Pagan Temple.
Oh.
Here we have inscription in Greek language. that King Turdad I founded the Temple of Garni in the 1st century AD, 77, and devoted it to the god of sun, Mitra.
It's beautiful. Now let's see if we can find another magnet here of the temple, maybe. So we have it, another magnet. What were you saying about the magnets to me earlier?
That all your money goes on buying magnets.
Yeah, that's true. Magnets and food.
Buying magnets in each spot.
Yeah.
And he's going to stay in Armenia 10 days, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
10 days, each day, like 3-4 stops.
It depends.
And...
if I stay in Yerevan, probably
in Yerevan,
one. Yeah. But of course, the other places I need to have one as well. Look at this temple, guys. What a palatial building. Oh my god. But first, let's check out the bathhouse. So here we have the bathhouse, guys.
This was a royal bathhouse, so only king and of course his family were allowed to enter this bathhouse. So now we are a special guest who are going to enter this place.
Such a privilege.
This is the therma of Garni Pagan Temple, built in the 3rd century AD in a Roman style. The system it was working is called hypocaust. So there were 3 main rooms: Tepidaria, Caldaria, Frigidaria, for hot water, for normal water, and for cold water. This is where they were mainly warming, or we can say even boiling water, and giving to the rooms. But here the most beautiful and important part is the dressing room. Let's approach. I want to show you a mosaic floor preserved from the very 3rd century.
Oh, awesome. I love mosaics.
This is a mosaic floor which represents as a Greek mythology. We have here man, woman, which symbolizes the gods of ocean and sea. And in the very middle we have a phrase in Greek language. We worked, but we weren't paid. So there are different versions why it was written so. Some specialists think that it was left by the slaves who built this, but we know that the slaves weren't educated enough to write, even if they will never risk to leave something like this, to write it. And another version that it was left by the king himself, who ordered to build this bathhouse, this therma, in his honor. And as at that time, kings were equal to the gods, but they were living on the earth. So to reach to the heavens, they decided to build it, but nothing got for that.
Thank you again for a wonderful explanation.
No need to thank me. From here we can see that part of Symphony of Stones that we didn't reach, as it continues all along the valley, the gorge.
Oh yeah, what a beautiful gorge.
Azat River, Khosrow Forest.
More Symphony of Stones.
The villagers.
I think it's a really nice area to have a hike as well.
Yes, it is.
Do you have many walking trails here in this area?
We have. Also Armenia is a part of the big Caucasian Trail, if you have heard about that. So we have a lot of beautiful, fantastic hiking areas, and a lot of churches, monasteries, fortresses, which are located high in the mountains. So we need to walk to reach them.
I would love to live there, to be honest. Look at those houses. Incredible, right? Yeah. I think it's quite expensive though to buy it there.
Let's go to the temple to pray Mitra to give us sun during these 10 days.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. That would be a great idea. Because I was looking into the weather and they said it probably would rain today. But the god of sun is with us today, so I'm not complaining. And here we have it, the Temple of Garni.
This is the only pagan temple in all Armenia and in all Transcaucasus. Also, the temple is built in an Hellenistic style. So Hellenism was spread all over the world due to Alexander the Great from Macedonia, and it reached even Armenia. So Hellenism means the mix of the local style with Greek style. By the way, here we have 24 columns that symbolize the hours of the day, and 9 huge steps that are leading inside the temple. During the paganism, 9 was a number of gods, and they are done so huge. When we are climbing, we are already bowing in front of the god.
They're huge steps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rip my pants here. That would be a sight. Huh? Full sun.
As I mentioned, Armenia at that time in the 1st century was still a pagan country, so people were doing a sacrifice for the gods. And if you look up, you can see an opening at the ceiling, skylight, and another opening, another hole at the ground. So before, this hall was filled with water, and due to the reflection, people were able to guess the hour of the day, and also during night, especially during the full moon, it was a natural light for the temple.
So here we have some remains of a church that was once here. From which century?
From the 7th, 8th century, a round-shaped church. They are too noisy. And the church was destroyed during the same earthquake that destroyed the temple, 17th century. In the 20th century, we restored the temple, but unfortunately, we weren't able to restore the church.
Yeah. They didn't have a plan of how it was, or
it was a round-shaped Zvartnot type church.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we're gonna visit Zvartnot tomorrow.
Yes, yes, that will be fun too, I guess. Again, a beautiful view here. Yeah, beautiful pagan temple. Especially at the top, you can see the original inscriptions. Of course, these stones all have been rebuilt, but yeah, awesome. So bye bye Garni Temple. It was such a privilege to be able to visit you. So guys, this was it for this video today. I hope you enjoyed my first day here in Armenia. It was such a beautiful, beautiful day. I cannot thank my guide enough, and wow, what an incredible first day here in Armenia. I hope I see you again soon on another video. Take care, cheers, bye bye.